need to talk about yesterday. I have my own business and I'm out all day yesterday, which was Saturday, at the business. And it was just one of those days where, as hard as I tried to make things good, to make things run, it was just problem after problem after fucking problem. And by midday, I just wanted to sit and stare at the wall and cry. I just, it was just so frustration and anger, that I couldn't just make things happen the way I wanted it to, or just run normally. It was just one fucking problem after another. I'd just get this fixed, and then, oh, by the way, it just never ended. It was not just firefighting. I was trying to stop the whole fucking thing exploding minute by minute, and it just got so bad. And then last night I just couldn't speak. I just felt numb. I just was so. I still haven't processed how I felt. I just was numb. I just wanted to stare at the wall, and I have been since then. I've noticed that when I get bad, whether it's my ADHD or whatever it is, when it gets bad, I just want to stop. I just need to stop, be in silence, and just stare at the wall, at nothing. And I guess I'm thinking about stuff, but I can't remember what I'm thinking about. It's not like I'm trying to work through it. I just need to stop. It's like I'm paralysed almost. It was a fucking bad day yesterday. And like all of those bad days, there's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no one specific thing I can say, that's what started it. And there is also no resolution to it. I just have to go to bed that night and wake up the next day. And I still feel spazzy today. I still feel, I call myself spazzy. I don't know, I just don't feel right. I feel off kilter. I still could just sit in this room and stare at the wall all day. Emma is out. She's been out for a couple of hours already, and I've been tinkering and doing chores and stuff. But she's out for another 6 hours at least. I could just sit here, stare at that camera and film myself for 6 hours in silence, or stare at the wall quite happily, or go and sit somewhere in public on a bench and just stare. I've done that before. I went running once and I had a big row with Emma on the phone, and so I just sat down where I was, a few miles away, 3 or 4 miles away, and just sat on a bench on the edge of a roundabout and stared and watched the traffic go by for a long time. That's the only thing. It doesn't necessarily help, but it's like a coping thing, a managing thing. I don't know. So that, I was hoping that saying all this would help me come to a resolution or get through it, but it hasn't helped me. I still don't know what the cause was. I still don't know why it happened, and I still don't know what the answer would be. So at least I've spoken it, at least I've got it out there, I've said it. It feels like I'm talking to someone, like a silent therapist, rather than just talking to myself. So, Saturdays, huh?